have one on Bailey Falter heading into this one. What would you like from him?
The ability to throw strike one. I think last year in April and May we saw Bailey go right after guys and get ahead and attack, and I think that's what we need to see him do in this start today and throughout the year.
Bailey told me that Brent Strom actually met him in Arizona a couple of times this offseason, worked with him, helped him develop his slider. Just what has his presence been overall here to help guys like that?
I think really important. I mean, it's a calming presence. I mean, Strommy's 76 years old. He's been in the game for a long time. He's seen a lot of things. Sometimes you'll get references from him, and I'm like, I don't even know if our guys know who some of those players are. But it's a good thing. It's a really nice yin and yang between him and Oscar. And they've really blended well together, and the fact that Strommy lives in Arizona and Bailey's out there, and they were able to start developing that relationship before spring training, I think he just shows how much Strommy loves pitching.
Last year when Bailey made his first start here, there was a completely different perception around the player that he was. He was kind of an unknown. Do you think he's able to appreciate the growth that he's made over the past year, where he's coming in now and this is a guy that fans are even saying, like, hey, we got Bailey Falter on the mound today.
Yeah, I think they appreciate. We appreciate that, and I think from Bailey's point of view, I think he appreciates the support and confidence he was given because, when he was making this first start last year, it was coming off a rough spring. And I think the fact that we continued to talk to him about, hey, he was our guy, and we believed in him. And then I think we saw the stuff play throughout the course of the year, which is really important, not only in his confidence, but in our ability to make decisions about people.
What were you thinking during that first inning last year? Were you still...
That first inning last year was a little bit trying, but I was really pleased with how he battled and was able to stay consistent. But that first inning a little bit was like, all right, we need to get him through this just to make sure that he maintained his confidence.
He told me that coming into the spring to play off that, he felt like every other spring he was kind of had a target on his back. He felt more relaxed this year. Did you see that in how he went about his work day today?
I think his work day, his interactions with people, just overall the confidence he had in himself kind of stood out compared to last year.
I know we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but you guys are having a lot of success on the base paths, stealing bases. Is that going to be a piece of this team's identity this year?
I think we hope so. And we've talked about it before. We're like situational, we want to run, and then the question comes up, why didn't you guys run? Well, score will dictate that. People that are on base will dictate. It just doesn't work out. We're like, hey, it's going to be the wild, wild west of running. I think we've done a really good job in 2 games of taking the situations. I mean, the biggest one for me the other day was Key, steal at third, where we got a double steal. That was on his own. Him getting a read, him going, him having the confidence and, the information from talking to T-Brock pregame. So to say it'll be our identity, I would hope us being aggressive on the base pass, but some of that's just situational dependent.